What's up, YouTube? Today's topic, I'm gonna talk about being mindful when you're around people. Again, people's experiences may be different, so my experience may be different from yours, right? But what I've noticed is that, at least for me, whenever I'm in a good mood, or if I'm in a or if I'm in like a positive vibe, I just like to generate a lot of positivity and love towards people. There's always that one person who sees that as either like as a weakness, or just me being, or just being deceptive. Like, no, I mean, I'm talking about the other person being deceptive. So like, I feel like whenever I'm in a good mood, there's always that one person that's trying to take advantage of me, or like there's always that one person that's trying to use me in some way. And like, they think that I don't know that, but deep down I do. I just act like I don't know that, you know? And I feel like whenever I'm around people, I always expose their true colors, because I can see how they use people. I can see how they take advantage of people, because I've been in situations where people try to use me, or they're trying to take advantage of me because of my kindness, or just because of my open heart, you know? And it does get annoying, because I have like grown adults who do that, like people like way older than me who do shit like that. I've experienced people my age who does that, and I've experienced this in high school. I had family members who do stuff like that, and just it's insane, man. Like different types of people who would see that that my niceness or my kindness, they'll view that as me being naive, or like me being like too giving, to the point where like they'll try to use me in some way, you know? And like it gets annoying, because like for some reason God will always put me around like just weird fucking people, you know? And I'm just like, or I'll be in situations where like people try to gang up on me. It'll be family members, like, and for no reason too. Like, it's like they have all this hatred from the beginning, you know? And like they'll just expose themselves towards me. So I've been through a lot of weird, crazy situations. And like, I watch different YouTubers who also like they'll confirm, like they'll talk about certain situations that people like me and other people went through, such as people trying to gang up on you, like dealing with abusive family members, like dealing with people who are jealous, people who like to use you, people who like to like take your kindness for weakness, or people who just like to lash out at you, or just go off at you for no apparent reason, right? And then on the other hand, like, you also get like a lot of good positive attention from people, you know? And it's crazy how like I could resonate with it, because I've experienced all these situations myself. I've experienced just being bullied, pretty much, you know? Like just family members like just trying to bully me. I've dealt with people who will lash out at me for no reason, even though I've done nothing to them, you know? So it's strange, you know? Um, and like I said, I feel like it's a pattern to, like, whenever I'm in a good mood, or like I'm trying to level up in life, it's always that one or a group, that one person or a group of people who would try to sabotage that, you know? And my theory is that like when they see your lights, or like when they see you're generating a lot of positivity and love and generosity, I feel like because people they're so dumb, and like they're so like they're just so pathetic, that they'll see that as a weakness, or they'll see that as an opportunity to use you, you know? That's the type of world we live in. Unfortunately, God filled this world up with a lot of dumbass spirits, and this is how it is, man. So like, I'm not saying, well, coming to the new year 2023, I am trying to set more boundaries with people. I am gonna stand up for myself more, but it gets tricky, because like usually when people try to like try me, or like try to disrespect me, I'm usually the always type of person where I'll just ignore them, or I'll just walk it off, or like I won't show them that same emotion, because one, I got a lot of things going on, and two, I got way better things to focus on than these other people. But I feel like with me, sometimes it gets too much, where people will like, they'll get too comfortable with me, right? And that's the thing. I feel like whenever I'm around people, they see me being nice, they see me being giving, they see me being very cool and laid back, right? But like, I feel like people, they tend to get way too comfortable with me, right? And there are times where I have to tell people to chill out. There are times where I have to tell people to knock it off, or there are also other times where I have to like put people in their place. You know, I don't like doing that, because now after I put something in their place, more than likely I hurt them, and they're like, is this an awkward situation? And like, I've always told myself this too. It's kind of funny. Like, I don't burn bridges with people. It's always people burning bridges with me. And then when I distance myself from these people, then they want me back, you know? And it's just like I have family members who do shit like this. Like I have family members who constantly violate my boundaries. Like I use an example with my mother, you know, she while I was in the military, right? I told her before I enlisted to hey, take care of my stuff, or like don't throw away any of my clothes. Don't put them in the trash. If you're gonna move anything in my room, please let me know, because at the end of the day, yes, I am at your house, but these are my personal belongings, and as a grown adult, put you do not mess with other grown adults' belongings, especially if they paid for it and they worked their asses off to buy those things, especially clothes and just shit like that, right? But I told her, if you are gonna move like my personal items, please let me know. Don't do it without me knowing, right? And she was like, okay. And I told her that so many times. I told her that politely. I was being respectful, and I did also told her, if you're ever gonna throw away my stuff without me knowing, I will put you in court. Like I will call the police, or like I will file a report, and I will go to court for that, right? And the reason why I'm mentioning all this, because I have a very narcissistic mother. Not only a narcissistic mother, but like my family, they're very abusive. They're very toxic, right? They're not necessarily evil people, because obviously we do have good memories here and there, and obviously I'm still alive, so they're not psychotic. Well, at least I hope not. But there are periods of times where they have done a lot of fucked up shit. Like there are times where I've been through a lot of abusive situations with my family members, right? Like physical fighting, a lot of verbal fighting, just a lot of traumatic experiences where I'm still trying to heal from. Like it's very intense. It's some very dark shit, man. It's very evil. But it's these generational curses, man. I'm telling you, it's fucking insane. Like it's shit's crazy. Like when you're experiencing generational curses, it's like you can see it play out. Like there are times where I was aware that yes, I am around abusive family members. I am aware I'm dealing with generational curses, right? Dealing with toxicity and abuse, right? And I can see it play out in my family members. Like I can't explain it. It's like a spell. It's like they have how do you say, cognitive dissonance. I can't say cognitive dissonance. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't think for themselves, and like it's just they're very limited in their thinking. Like I could go on. Like I guess as an example, my mom, she threw away all my clothes, right? And I told her not to do that, and I told her it was wrong. But then she told me, but then she wants to project towards me, and she wants to lie to me, saying that no, she didn't, and that like I'm always trying to start problems, and that I'm the one that's always trying to fight, and I'm always angry, right? After, even though I told her multiple times not to throw away my clothes, I warned her, I was being polite, and I knew what she was capable of. I knew how narcissistic she was. This is why I kept warning her not to do that, especially if I'm gonna leave the home, because I'm active duty in the military, right? But then when I came back, from like a holiday block leave for like a couple weeks, I came back just so like I could drop off my stuff, which I got from the military, like this like some clothes and stuff I bought from the military, and like the stuff like I don't need, so I just left in my room, you know. That's one of the reasons why I visit. But then she wants to get mad at me because one, she lied to me. So I told her why you threw away my clothes, and she lied to me saying that I didn't throw away your clothes. Clearly she did. Like damn near like 90% of my clothes are missing. Like my fucking expensive sweaters, jackets, socks, beanies, you know, pants, shirts, nice design shirts. I'm like, bruh, you know, and I'm not materialistic. Like when I mention clothes, I'm not saying like, oh, I choose material items over people. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is I like looking nice, you know, like you just don't mess with people's personal belongings. You just don't do that. Like females, like let's say they enjoy makeup, they like having makeup, right? It would be wrong as a parent, like if I had a daughter that liked makeup, right? It would be wrong for me, like when she's out the house trying to make something of her life, but yet I just throw away all of her makeup and shit. Like no, that's fucked up, right? Like she needs to tell me if she doesn't want anything. I'll let my daughter know. Let me know if there's anything you don't want, so I could throw it away if you want me to throw it away. And she says, yeah, sure, I'll throw it away, but I'll ask for her permission first. I'm not just gonna throw her shit away without her permission, because as a parent, that's fucked up, because they worked for it and they paid for it. I don't care what age they are, you know what I'm saying? Like you just don't do shit like that, because a lot of people, they have their own interests, they have their own passions, they love people are unique. People are amazing and unique. So they love different things, you know? Some people have collections. Some people love to collect shoes. Some people love to collect action figures. Some people like dressing nice having nice clothes, you know? And as a parent, if you just threw all that shit away, it's fucked up, you know? This is my opinion. It's very you just shouldn't do shit like that. I understand it's one thing if you're trying to like clean like all the trash or you're trying to clean their room, which is fine. Like even I told my mom like it's okay if you could like organize my room, or like you could like the stuff I don't need you could put it away. I haven't told her the stuff I don't need. I told her you could put it away if you want, but not my clothes. And I told her that specifically, you know, and other stuff as well. But like I don't mind if she organizes or cleans or just put less stuff in my room, but just don't throw away my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I made it extremely clear, and for her to do that and for her to lie to me, and I was being polite to her, I was being calm, but then she kept lying, and then she tried to deflect and project, and then she'll try to attack me and trying to get under my skin. Then I got fed up. Then we were arguing and then I told my brother about the situation, and like of course he'll defend my mother. Of course he'll deny that fact, you know. And now, but it's not just that situation. It's multiple situations where like clearly certain family members will do me harm, and when I tell other family members what they did, they'll be in denial or like they'll put the blame on me. And that's where you get generational curses, is when your family throws some bullshit at you and you try to tell them that what they did, they're not going to believe you. They're not, it's either that or they're going to be in a lot of denial, or they'll project their bullshit onto you, you know, or they'll say, you're the problem. Yes, that's what happens when you deal with generational curses. Now, me, I've been aware of this even when I was around with my family, but they'll still play this shit out. That's how fucking crazy it is, you know? I've even dealt with one cop, one deputy sheriff, actually multiple, who will like who be in denial, or like who like I've dealt with assholes police. Like I'm always the one that's calling the cops, and like they'll be assholes. I remember this one police guy, not all of them, but I'm only talking about like just probably just one. But like I'm not one of those people. Like me, I like the police. I'm with the deputy sheriff, so like I put my trust on them, and like they're important. But I'm saying is just as much good people in the world, there's always that one bad person. And same with the police. There's a lot of good policemen, but there's always that one fucking horrible policeman out there, right? And that's where you get your narcissists, your just narcissistic people, right? And like, this is gonna be a long story, but I told that police member of what my family did, this and that, and like my family and my that police officer, you know what he said after I told him what my family did to me, such as like them laying their hands on me and then kicking me out the house, and then they're trying to lie on me and shit. That police guy said, yeah, the reason why they do that is because it's you. It's your fault. You're the problem. It's because of you. And I was in so much shock and disbelief, and I was trying to explain to him, then he tried to interrupt me and shit. So it was crazy. Then like a couple weeks later, after I got away from the house, like I kept thinking about that situation, and I was like, oh hell no. So I was extremely pissed off, right? So I called the police station. I called them, and I think his boss, or I'm not sure how the deputy sheriffs or cops ranks work, but I called, I guess he was like the deputy sheriff I called, he was I think he was a leader or something. I'm not sure how the ranks work. He's probably like, but he's definitely like a higher up, or at least he sounded like one, or it seemed like. And I told him about the situation. I told him about that specific cop, about what he did to me and how, in his attitude. That specific cop, I told him what he looked like, the location he was at, every detail, right? And I let it be known, right? Like I was pissed, so pissed, and he was like, all right, I'll handle him. And I told him, make sure you handle him, right? And man, I let them have it. I told him everything. I was so pissed off, man. And it just comes to show, like, when you're dealing with disrespects, like, I understand, like, being a high value male, or even a high value female, male or female, who's ever watching this, yes, when people disrespect you, just walk away, ignore them, and focus on trying to be great, trying to focus on your great things, right? Either that, or like what I'll also do is that, like, when people try to disrespect me, yes, I'm in pain, but like just hide it. Don't let them know you're in pain. Walk away from it. Laugh it off in front of their face. Ignore it, and transmute that pain into greatness. Now, for example, like when people would disrespect me at the workplace, or like they'll talk down on me, so I'll ignore them. I'll laugh in front of their face, and I'll walk away from them. and then I'll talk about it on YouTube, and then while I'm talking about it, I'll express my pain, my anger, my frustrations, but I'll also give people advice on how to overcome shit like that. And this is what I'm. But you see what I'm doing? I'm transmuting that pain into something great by having more ideas when I make YouTube videos, and then I feel better. Like one of my longest videos, I made like hour-long videos, 50-minute long videos, and I understand people, they might not like watch the lengths of these videos, but the reason why I make so much long videos is because I'm releasing all the anger and pain of what people put me through. And with these long videos, it usually, yes, it's me ranting and shit, but in some parts, I also give people advice on how to overcome these situations, because I have so much ideas. I use that pain as creativity, and that's what I mean by they're trying to put you. They're trying to disrespect you or project their pain towards you. Just try to transmute that shit into greatness. It could be anything. It could be making a YouTube video. It could be working out. If you're feeling so angry, and if you're in so much pain, if you're feeling sad, if you go to the gym and work out, release all these emotions, and you're gonna go so hard at the gym. You're gonna become stronger. You're gonna build a lot of muscle. Like you're gonna go like working out the gym with a lot of adrenaline. You'll be good. Like you don't even need a pre-workout, but you know. But that's how I look at it. But I'm also saying that obviously don't take my advice, because obviously I'm not professional. Like if it gets too much, set boundaries, defend yourself, go off at some people if you have to. Even there are times where I had to go off at people. There where I got suspended. I got banned from the mall. I got suspended from a job because I had to go off at people. You know, and I'm not usually like this, but at times, unfortunately, I don't condone like this violence. And not even violence, but like just retaliating back. Like I don't condone that shit, but unfortunately in life, sometimes you have to, I hate to say this, but you have to defend yourself sometimes, and because people are that shitty, you know. Again, don't take my advice. I'm kind of talking to myself in a way, but like it's just, it was insane, man. Like just people, man, they're just there's a lot of things wrong with people. Like a lot of, you'll be surprised, like when you put yourself out there a lot, you'll be really surprised how like miserable people are. And I don't blame them. I feel sorry for them, but like, because obviously it's the society, it's the money system. But what I'm saying is like, if you're gonna be miserable, don't project your pain towards other people. You know what I'm saying? Or if you are, don't do it to the extent where like you're really damaging people to the point where they get fed up. You know what I'm saying? And then they're attacking you. You know, and that's where you get your karma from. You know, but I don't know, man. It's just crazy. But I guess my best advice is to like it sounds cliche, but just focus on your health, the workout, go to the gym, run outside, meditate, do a lot of meditations, do a lot of full body stretches, do yoga. Shout out to Inofe, check out his channel, because he does talk about the importance of yoga, because when you do yoga, he mentioned that like you're releasing a lot of blockages. So if you have a lot of trauma stored up in your body, the more you do long periods of stretching like yoga, you're going to release these blockages around your body. So let's say you have a tough time speaking, right? Stretch out your neck a lot and stretch out your stomach too. Stretch it out, like do like 5-minute stretches, like yoga stretches, and then like eventually you're gonna release a lot of blockages from it and trauma, like traumatic blockages, and then you'll be able to speak better. You'll feel a lot better by yourself. And I got this from Inofe, of course, Enofey. Check him out. He's really good. He's very knowledgeable when it comes to yoga and like releasing trauma. He's very unique. He does talk about fasting as well. He does make videos about it, but he put most of his videos on private. But I'm not sure if he's gonna put them on public. But definitely check it out. So he's making new videos, but make sure you send donations if you want to him. But what was I gonna say? But yeah, but do long periods of stretches, yoga, meditations, fasting, go to the gym, work out, try to cry out your traumas and pains, try to release all that anger. What else? If you can, seek out professional help like therapists or mental health, or try to heal your nervous system in some way. And also focus on your long-term goals, your mid-term goals, and your short-term goals. Especially like if you're an adult, like I think it's very rewarding and it's very healing to focus on your goals. Cause like when I'm literally like this. What helps me is that like, and I learned this from other YouTubers as well, and they're literally changing my life. So like, there's one guy, like I think he's like a life coach in a way, and I think he's like a life coach. He's like a public speaker as well, and he's like a motivational speaker. and he's very knowledgeable. He makes podcasts. His name is Dre Baldwin. Make sure you check out Dre Baldwin, DREBALDWIN. He talks about how to set up. He talks about how to like pretty much set yourself up for success. He talks about the importance of setting goals, being goal being goal oriented. He talks about how to not be average. Check out his channel because he has a podcast too. He makes a lot of videos. He literally uploads every day, giving great advice on how to pretty much become better at what you do in life. But he talked about like the importance of being strategic when it comes to your life. You have to have a plan. You have to have a strategic plan with your life. Meaning, he talks about a lot of people, they don't set goals for their lives. They don't set long term goals, and they also don't set short term goals. So like throughout life, you have to know what you're doing, and when you know what you're doing, you can have a sense of urgency. And when you have a sense of urgency, you're taking action. And when you're taking action, you create a lot of positive results every single day. Even every single day when you wake up, have like a little paper sheet and write down the goals you want to accomplish, and make sure these goals adds up to your long-term goals as well. For example, let's say my goal for this year, I want to have my driver's license, and I want to save enough money to where I could buy a car, not just any car, but a nice car, right? So what do I need to do every single day? Write down a goal where, okay, one day I'll study my driving permit test so I can pass the permit test by watching a lot of videos, right? Then the next day, or even the next following hour, or the next time in a certain day, now take quizzes and take tests. Now make flashcards and then test yourself. Do that every day. The next thing you know, you pass your permit test, and then write down the goals of when you're gonna set up behind the wheel driving license. Write down a goal to where when you're gonna apply or register for driver's ed classes and shit. And then once you get that done, write down like what day, when you're gonna sign up, and how you're gonna do it, and how much money you gotta pay. So budget, get that completed. Now you gotta save your money. So like, learn more about credit, invest into credit, or like learn about stocks, or like, I won't say stocks, but like just learn about credit, learn about saving up. If you have a lot of subscriptions you don't need, unsubscribe for these, so like they'll start charging you. Look at your spending habits, so like you can save more money. Try to figure out better ways to like buy stuff instead of like wasting money. So for example, since I don't have a car, I'll usually take Uber, and I'll go to Walmart, right? But for Uber, it's like $20 just to take Uber, and then I buy my groceries, or I buy the stuff I need. I'll say groceries. Let's say, for example, cleaning supplies, right? Take Uber, which is $20. Buy cleaning supplies, which is like $80 total. Then take Uber again, so I could go back home. That's another $20. So that's $40 right there. Instead, you can go to Amazon and then order cleaning supplies, right? And then Amazon, they're known for delivering extremely fast. Even if you don't have a membership, they deliver extremely fast, right? So instead of wasting your money on Uber, which is $40 every time you take Uber, you're saving $40, right? Or even, and next thing you know, you order it, and bam, you got your cleaning supplies, right? And I understand that Amazon, they may charge tax, but tax probably like $5 to $10. But that's it. That's $30 less. Even for subscriptions, like me, like I'll subscribe to like a lot of things. I'm talking about monthly subscriptions, like where I'm getting charged, and like I was like, what the hell? So I wrote down a whole list, my budget of my Wi-Fi bill, my phone bill, then all the subscriptions that I'm getting charged with. So I unsubscribed a lot of monthly subscriptions that I don't need, even from patrons I don't need, and now I'm saving a lot of money. And now the only thing I'm focused on is paying for my phone bill and paying for my Wi-Fi. That's it, It's that easy. And now next thing you know, you save money, and now you can buy a car. So I know it's kind of unorganized and I'm all over the place, but at least I hope you guys know what I mean when it comes to setting goals and setting yourself up for success. But like, it could be anything. That doesn't have to be that. Like when in long-term goals for me in 2023, I wrote like a whole list of what I want to accomplish for 2023. I wrote down like at least 10 things I want to accomplish in 2023, right? And then also wrote down another list of what steps do I need to take, what actions I need to take in order for me to reach those successes, right? In order for me to reach that, And it all starts with my daily habits, you know, and you have a sense of urgency. And now every single day when I wake up, I know what I need to get done. I know what I need to get finished. Even taking out the trash, write down on a piece of paper. Okay, today I'm gonna take out the trash. Today I'm gonna work out. Today I'm gonna take a shower. Write down a certain time and when you're gonna do it. And on that same list, write down, okay, when are you gonna study? Or if you work, write when you're gonna work. After you get off from work, then be like, okay, am I gonna work out after I work, or am I gonna study after I work, or am I gonna create my own business when I work? You know what I'm saying? Or am I gonna eat after I work? Am I gonna shower? Write all that shit down, because now every day, now you have a sense of urgency because you know what you want out of life, you know. And I'm telling you, I'm starting doing this for like last week, and I'm telling you, life feels extremely easy. It feels very organized, and it's just amazing knowing that I could wake up and I know what I need to get done, and it gives me something to look forward to. Because if you don't know what you're doing every single day, if you're not goal oriented, you're gonna be all over the place, and then that, in my opinion, that creates a lot of laziness, right? Even clean your room. Don't forget, always take care of your body. Clean your body, clean your living area, clean your house, clean your car, clean your room. Declutter all the stuff you don't need from your phone. Clean your laptop. Make everything organized and clean, and it's gonna make your life extremely easier. I'm telling you, you know. And I feel like these are the underrated keys to make you become extremely successful and abundant in life. Also, write down the types of people you do want to be around and you don't want to be around. The types of things you like about people and you don't like about people on your preference, you know, because everyone's different. Like, you just gotta know more yourself. Me, I'm still struggling, but like, well, not struggling, but like, I'm still trying to learn more of what I don't like and what I do like from people, you know. But we're all still young, so we're all just learning. This is life. You just live and you learn. But it's always good to do that self reflection, right? But yeah, man. And I feel like when you do that, it easily like makes you like deflect a lot of toxic people and their bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It just sucks though. Sometimes me, I gotta remind myself, I gotta be paranoid of like people who are trying to use me or people who are trying to say some slick shit, you know. So I tend to distance myself from these people like that. But I've also noticed there are a lot of people who like to use me, you know, for their own benefit, you know. And unfortunately, people are like that, which fucking sucks, you know. Like, it's how people are, man. Unfortunately, you know. But like, I always gotta. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what's wrong with people, man. Like, if they see you being nice, they just want to use you. People are sick, man. But this is how people are. I'm not saying everyone's like this. Obviously, there are good people, but it's how it is, man. But again, this is a video I just wanted to release my thoughts on. Make sure you focus on your goals. Disregard disrespectful people, and also be careful, because like you just never know how people are. I'm not saying be paranoid to people, but like people, like if they see you trying to be great, just make sure people aren't trying to use you, you know. Just try to recognize it from the jump. Trust your intuition, set boundaries, and learn how to say no to people, you know. And like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out. Have a good one. Peace.